even just looking at my career, that was my first time ever having a losing season since like high school. I've never had like a losing season, especially the way it ended. Because we had so much promise, 7-3, beat Green Bay Thursday night, and then we lost seven straight. It was miserable. Like it
Yeah.
was never really been in that situation before. But I did the clean out day and the media and everything, and I'm like, bro, like I don't want to play for another organization. Like this is my legacy. I love it here in Nashville, and so I have a conversation with my agent at the end of the season, like because I kind of know, like I'm a very business savvy person. I'm kind of smart. Like I understand that, and I feel like we can pivot after this, but like kind of talking about John, and John was trying to sell out as much as he could to build a championship team. And so for myself, like I restructured my contract twice. The first time I think was to sign Clowney, and the second time was I think after I went all pro or something like that. Restructured again. It might have been to sign Robert. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Because like you're trying to bring on talent, so you're trying to create cap space. But what that does is what most people don't realize. What it does is it increases your cap hit later in the life of your contract. So you see people report this guy's making this much money. That's not really how much money you're making, just accounting wise. Your cap is here, but you may be making somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a situation where, like you said, you get a new GM that comes in. He just looks at this sheet and just like, man, I have like, for example, obviously you got released,
Mm-hmm.
then Jones got released, Bud got released. He's looking like, okay, the roster's a little bit weird. We're a little bit older now.
Mhm.
So like I got to clear cap space. I got to clear cap space from anywhere. And so, like I said, I mean, that was my idea of going into the conversation. So when my agent called me, was like, hey, it kind of went another way. So like obviously I wasn't in the room, so I don't really know exactly how, like, was it a situation where it's like, hey, we want to do extension. They just went the complete opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe somewhere, what I'm saying? You know how
They could have said the first thing. You have no idea, like the
Right.
the domino
you're
effect
doing
would
a
happen.
contract extension you're doing is like, Taylor, like, for example, let's use Taylor Wan, for example. I want to make $30 million.
Yeah.
And the team is like, well, we want you to make 15.
Yeah.
And then you meet, and you know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
you kind of like everybody compromises.
Classic bartering situation.
Exactly. So I don't really know how that conversation went because I wasn't in the room.
Mm.
So, but when I got the news, I was like, wow, like, honestly, I was like, I didn't know how I was gonna go because I'm like, I've never seen, at least from my preference or at least from my view, a player, get asked for a pay cut and then, usually more than likely get released or something like that. Or
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
take the pay cut or it's like you're gone. So I didn't really understand how it was gonna happen. So I was kind of preparing my mind for every different scenario. And I just felt that for me personally, like, it's no point to try to jump on a podcast or jumping on this because you may be still a little bit emotional right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let that thing kind of, discuss with your family, kind of really process everything from every angle before you, go talking about it and stuff like that. So
Especially publicly. Yeah.
yeah, man,
You get out there publicly and
it's a
start
weird
saying
deal,
stuff.
bro. You know what I'm saying? It was weird for sure. But like I said, I kind of understand it. Like you said, I mean, Rand, I've had conversation with Rand, but like I've never really been around Rand like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't really. Obviously, he knows me because obviously he's the general manager. Like he watched tape, he watched football and stuff like that. But when you get to be around a guy, because he may be coming from a situation where it's like, obviously John was the general manager who paid me and stuff like that. So it's like, how every position in this league is, I won't say it's different, but it's classified differently. Like left tackle is a premium position.
Mm.
Quarterback is a premium position. Safety might not be as premium as a left tackle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, this guy's cap hit is super high, playing a non-premium position or whatever. We got to find a way to get this down. So I kind of respect it from that point on the business side of it. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might not understand why a guy like John Robinson gave me the contract that he did or wanted me to restructure it many times because of who I am, not just as a player, but as a person as well in the community, in the locker room and things like that. So, but like I said, I think Rand's a good guy. He's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any ill feelings towards the whole situation. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of just,
You've had time to process his emotions.
yeah, it is
so you're
what
like,
it is, bro. It's like you kind of just take it for what it is. And, obviously, they asked to take a pay cut and I said no. You know what I'm saying? It was just, and that was not just an emotional, because I think people kind of, people on social media be quick like, yeah, KB, tell him no. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it had nothing to do. It's all business stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like how it obviously leaked out there in the media that I asked to be released
yeah.
because it was BS. I was like, what? Because you know what I'm saying? It's kind of painting a bad narrative, just saying that, oh, I'm just disgruntled. I don't want to be here no more.
Right, it makes you seem emotional.
He's making moves.
Yeah.
He's fighting my guys. I don't want to be here no more because that's not. It's further from the truth. So that one thing I didn't like. But other than that, man, it's just business, man. We just
That's what happens too.